Psalms 119, verse 17 in the Message says, "Be generous with me, O God, and I will live a full life." That text of scripture is kind of hard to pray back to God sometimes, because God being generous with you sometimes means that things don't always work out the way you think they should. The generosity that God is able to distribute based on your life does not necessarily mean that he's giving from the monetary riches that you have. But here's the thing. When you pray and you ask for him to be generous with you, that means that he is giving from the abundance that he's given you. He's not asking you to give from an empty well. The psalmist also says in the 23rd Psalms, he anoints my head with oil and my cup runneth over. It's from that overflow. It's from the bits that fall into the saucer, if you will, that you're able to give generously and it not hurt you. I remember as a little girl growing up, my dad used to tell me, if you can't afford to give it to someone, don't tell them that you'll loan it to them. And then it kind of made things a little challenging as I was getting older, because you're thinking, can I really live without this? Being able to give to someone means that you're not expecting anything in return. When God is being generous with you, you genuinely are not expecting anything in return. But here's the thing. He knows exactly what it is you need. So when you allow him to be generous with you, the song says you can't beat God's giving, I should say. You can't. You can't outdo him. He has allowed me personally to experience things that my grandmother only dreamed about, to experience things that enable other family members to be able to do things that they only dreamt about. Why? Because when you get up in the morning and you ask him to be generous with you, you don't get to put parameters on that. And at the same time, because you have to give without expecting something in return, you have to trust that he's going to cover all the other things that you need. My prayer for you today is that as you go through the day, you will recognize that God's generosity with you means that everything else in your life is taken care of. Have a wonderful day. God bless.